Hi everyone, I'm Andriy and I'm making a video game about trains. I know there are many train games, so let me explain why I felt the need to make my own game and what is special about it. But first, let me give you a little background. I've always been a fan of railways. When I was a kid, my favorite show was Thomas and Friends. My mother rode the tram with me to the final station and back, just because I loved it. And yes, like many, I had a toy railroad and played train tycoon video games of that era. So it wasn't an accident that at some point in my game dev career, I tried to make my own train game. First it was a small 2-day arcade game with a retro vibe and cool soundtrack. Then it was a more serious attempt with a team. The game looked charming, but felt short gameplay wise. Therefore, we made a decision to cancel further development, and I focused on a different idea which later became Farlanders, a Mars colony city builder and my biggest game to date. And then I felt I was ready to revive my old train game ideas and make Super Loco World, a game where you build and automate a railroad in a dynamic world. So what is special about it? I didn't want to simply remake a classical tycoon game from my childhood with modern looks and interface. Instead, I wanted to reinvent the basics by changing things that I didn't like in existing games. The first thing was controls and how you build railroads. Usually in such games you have a huge dedicated turning rail or intersection rail, which you try to fit into your rail network. Because in real life trains are long and require space for a smooth turn. Such realistic railroads look nice, but they are also a pain to create and change. Super Loco World has stylized, cartoon-style graphics, which let us get around real-world limitations, and we were able to make every possible rail turn one tile in size. Therefore, you can use your cursor like a painter's brush and let the game automatically figure out the junctions, bridges, and curved rails. You can also easily edit existing rail sections and create any crazy design you can come up with and do it fast, which is a key for such game. The second thing is train collision, or in other words, does a train react to other trains? In most strategy games I played, trains are transparent. And as a game designer, I understand the reason for that. Those games are focused on the macro level logistics and won't work if trains would overflow a rail track. In Super Loco World, I took a different approach and designed the game around the concept of physical trains. But yeah, bad news, sometimes your logistics can stop because one train is out of fuel and blocking 10 other trains. And finally, I wanted to make this game feel and play like a toy railroad. Click on the train to start movement, click more to increase the speed, right click on the train to reverse the movement if trains are stuck. Same principle for rail junctions. Click to change directions. Trains don't make any decisions on their own, so to navigate them, you have to either switch rail junctions manually or set up rail signals to automate junctions according to the rules. But unlike in a toy railroad, Super Loco World is a proper video game that provides you a goal and challenges to overcome with clever rail designs and signals logic. There are other different, exciting and cool features in the game, like a dynamic world and economy that evolves as you progress. There are literal islands that come from underwater at your will. But I won't spoil any more, at least for now. So, if you share my excitement for the game, please do consider wishlisting on Steam, as it will help us appeal to more fans of trains and cozy automation in the lead up to launch.